So people talk about heavy metal detoxes. What are these heavy metals? How do we consume them?
Well, I mean, they're really a lot in the environment, and we're talking about lead, we're talking about mercury, cadmium, and there's so many, and they're very, very toxic to the body. And the thing is, they're in the environment from aeroplanes, they're from petrol, they're from cars, from medicines, in dentistry, like mercury in dentistry, in paints and furnishings, but particularly we're breathing it in, particularly if you're in the cities. So we do really carry a lot of heavy metals, and also in foods, in processed foods. So it's really, we can't avoid them, especially now in the modern world. They're just everywhere. We really can't avoid them at all. So we really need to be very careful.
So can certain foods get rid of these heavy metals? If so, what are they?
Well, there are certain foods like cilantro, which is coriander, which has been well researched, which really helps. But particularly my number one, obviously, is sun chlorella, because the research is that it binds with heavy metals and takes it out of the body. And it's really brilliant, particularly if somebody's pregnant or breastfeeding as well, because it prevents the heavy metals, and reduces the amount of heavy metals going to the fetus or to the baby when you're breastfeeding. But it's really important, because if heavy metal toxins, they cause sluggishness, they cause lack of energy, brain fog, poor hair, poor nails, and they really do affect the body very badly. And so so the best thing is really to take chlorella or sun chlorella on a daily basis, so that we're actually detoxing on a daily basis. And I think that's the important thing, because we think of a detox of doing it once a year for a couple of weeks, but we need to be doing it on a daily basis, and that's what is so important.
Thank you. So someone else has asked, what causes a hangover, and how can we get over that?
Yeah, well, the thing about it, a hangover is really related to the amount one drinks. So, the best way not to have a hangover is not to drink any alcohol. But the thing is what alcohol does is it dehydrates. And so what we need to be doing is to really hydrate with lots of water. But again, what it does is it inflames the liver. And sun chlorella helps to really, it's anti-inflammatory, and it helps to really clear out the liver very quickly, and it helps to get rid of that sort of alcohol poisoning, because it really is poisoning. But there's people say, coffee really helps, but actually coffee is not the way out. It's really much better to hydrate and to have chlorophyll-rich greens, chlorophyll-rich drinks, and chlorophyll in chlorella, because sun chlorella has so much green chlorophyll in it, and it really helps to get rid of a hangover. And a lot of people think that they can drink lots of alcohol and then, it doesn't matter, I'll just have lots of sun chlorella and that's okay. It's not really the way to do it. But it is, sun chlorella really does make a massive difference. But you also need to drink loads of water, because alcohol is so dehydrating.
So maybe sun chlorella in coconut water or something, or the electrolytes.
Yeah, exactly. That would be a really good way of doing it. Yeah, and it's so delicious. And the thing about sun chlorella is it's delicious. It's got this really nutty, lovely kind of nourishing feeling and taste to it. It's really a brilliant taste. If somebody hasn't ever tried it, a lot of people just swallow the pills. I eat them as sweets because they're so yummy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're so yummy. Yeah, they are delicious.